there. You witnessed it. Okay, so I want you to, one by one, encourage these people. And let's get the best out of them. Let's make them feel welcomed and at home and at ease. So we're going to do these in the order that people are going to get baptized. So first up, give a huge Rock Church round of applause for Holly.
Good evening, everybody. So I didn't grow up in a Christian household, but I believe there was a God, and if I was a good person, I'd get to heaven, but I didn't know who Jesus was. And then in adulthood, not long after Rich and I got married, we had a few years of difficult personal things happen to us, which led to me then battling 10 years of crippling anxiety. My anxiety was based around the fear of something awful happening to me or my family or my daughters. I was in constant fear and had an impending doom feeling over me all the time. I used to think that I could see lumps on the girls' bodies, and I would drop them at school and spend the whole day Googling and winding myself up into a panic and a frenzy. Sometimes I wouldn't even let them go on school trips, or even sometimes let Rich take them out for the day without me. I couldn't enjoy life or the good times because I just felt so fearful all the time. I tried counselling, that didn't help. And I just felt worthless because I felt nothing could flip the switch in my brain and give me a normal brain so that I could lead a normal life, which then led to depression. This time, 3 years ago, I was in a deep depression and I felt worthless and confused, and I even thought my family would be better off without me because of the burdens I brought them. In 2019, I was invited to a baptism here, and then I came to the service the next week. And Kate preached that day, and I couldn't believe what I heard. She preached 1 Peter 5:7, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. And she told us how God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but one of peace. And this is the day that God stepped in and he flipped the switch in my brain. Since then, this was just a few months before lockdown, and since then, I've done Alpha, Freedom in Christ, the Growth Track, She Speaks. I've read his word. I've been doing the daily audio Bible. He's renewed my mind. He's strengthened me. He's given me confidence and courage and help me let go of my strongholds. I no longer spend my days in fear Googling. And if I have any worries, I take them straight to him in prayer. And he takes it off me. And I get on with my day. And the last couple of months, he's been showing me why I've been chosen and what my purpose is, which is evangelism. And the last couple of weeks, he's given me 2 special personal messages, 3 friends, which have been full of love and encouragement and promise of a bright future. So today, I'm choosing to be baptized out of obedience to Jesus, out of love, and out of gratefulness for what God has done in my life. I'm so proud Jesus is my Saviour, and I love him so much. Thank you.
Wow. So good, Hol. So good. What a change. What a transformation. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? You did it absolutely fantastic. And we're so proud of you. And the fact is that, who would end up, a little bit of a jibbing and wreck like that for somebody that we can't see? Yeah, but he's inside of you. So well done. Great words of encouragement for us all. Okay, next up, ready, pouncing. She's on it. She was on it this morning. She's on it this evening. Come on, give it up for Jade.
Hi, as you can see, I'm already emotional. Not as glamorous as I looked this morning, but for those of you who don't know me, I'm Jade, and I'm 17, And my path to find God and Jesus was a very complicated one, and many things influenced my journey. I never didn't have God in my life. I see that now, the more I look at my past. I remember I was about 13 and I sat on this very floor and did Lighthouse. And at the time, I never really understood what they were saying, but it all guided me to this moment. An experience I think God put in my life, as challenging as it was. Was a relationship that I had in my past that brought problems with it right at the start and right at the end. And it gave me a lot of shame, and I doubted myself for a really long time. I really, really put myself down, and I felt so alone. I felt as if I was all by myself. And one day I sat on my windowsill and I looked up at the stars and I just started praying. And I just asked God to help me. Thank you. I just asked him to help me, to rescue me from this place, this dark place that I was heading down. And one day I sat and I asked my mum and my nan if I could go to church. And we was going to try a few, and the first place we started was here because we had been here before. And the first day I stepped into this place and I did worship, I just knew that this was where I was going to find my answer and where I was going to get my life back on track. And here I am now, ready to be baptized, and I'm going to wash all that shame and all that doubt away in that pool today. So,
well done. Brilliant. Well done. Wow, so good, so good. Well done for pushing through. Right, where's that little fireball, Ava? Oh, there she is on the front row. Come on, give it up. Now, can you see everybody over there? Do you want me to bring it down a little bit so can you see her? Let's do this. Can you see you right there?
Kathy's going to speak because I'm a bit...
All right, no worries.
So we've just had a little wobble. So I'm just she's written it all out and it's beautiful, but I'm going to read it. So it says, the first time I came to church was with Bailey, and I met Jesus for the first time, and he lit up my life. He came into my heart during worship, and it was really good for me, as I've never felt anything like that before. I felt all the sadness was coming out of me, and I had a happy spirit. I then tried to come to church as much as possible, but I thought about Jesus a lot in the week. But I worried that he would leave me because of stuff that was happening in my life. I know now that Jesus will never leave me because he loves me more than I could ever imagine. I want to get baptized because when I was at Bonsall, I felt God speak to me about being baptized. Everyone was talking about it, and everyone showed me that if I wanted to be closer to Jesus, it was the right thing for me to do because I love God. God is my friend, and I don't know now what I would do without him because he is really amazing, and his love has changed my life, and I can't wait to see what God does next in my life. God has made me feel better about myself. After thinking about being baptized, I'm taking the step with God by my side.
Well done, Ava. Great words. Thank you for that, Kathy. Did absolutely fantastic in coming there. Well done. And you encouraged me this morning, Ava. You encouraged me this morning in your worship and just your fervour and your life for God. So it's all right to have a little wobble. That's fine. We just won't get you up out the water later, just to punish you. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Okay, so 3 ladies and 3 gents we have. So the first of the gentlemen, give it up for Matt. There he is. Matt, come on. Oh, very, very popular with the crowd.
Do you want to read mine out too? For as long as I can remember, I have believed in God. My parents have been Christians most of my life, so I was brought up knowing Jesus died on the cross for me and my sins. Since I was 3, I had really poor eyesight. This meant I had to wear really thick glasses, but I didn't want to wear them my whole life. So when a healing minister came to our old church, I knew I wanted prayer. And I believed that I would get healed. In fact, I said to my friend Josh, on Monday, I'm going to come to school without glasses and be able to see perfectly. So I went up and I got prayed for. I felt something fall off my eyes. Later, I found out, in fact, in Acts 9:18, it says, when Paul was healed of blindness, he felt scales fall off his eyes. However, my sight only improved slightly, but I did not lose faith. So the next day, me and my dad contacted this man called Kevin from Canada. We had seen him pray for people on YouTube, and we did a Skype with him. Kevin prayed for my eyes, and they were completely healed. I have not worn glasses since, and my faith for God has continued to grow. And I would like to get baptized to show I'm committed my life to Jesus. Yeah.
Brilliant. What a great testimony to God's healing power. Thick glasses and no more. Brilliant. Nothing wrong with thick glasses, but thank God that he moved through you in that way. Okay, finally, our last young person of this evening. Give it up for the young budding Tom. Just a little bit older than me, aren't you? Just a little bit. Couple of years, yeah.
Hi, everybody. Hang on, put these on. The past year has been a time of massive change for me. A separation, a move to a new home. At one point, I thought I was going to be homeless. Depressed and ready to throw in the towel, I prayed daily, asking God to move a mountain. Within 6 weeks of being on the housing list, I was offered a flat. Rushcliffe told me the waiting time for a single man was 1.5 years. God had other plans. He blessed me with a beautiful flat. People I didn't even know were helping me furnish it. God had come through for me big time. By placing my complete trust in him, he had met my needs and more. Thank you.
Brilliant, Tom.